HQ presented by Capital One. The New York Jets coming off a 4-13 season, the first under head coach Robert Saleh and rookie quarterback Zach Wilson, who's headed into year two. Their win total 5.5 at Caesars Sportsbook, but the arrow is pointed up. There's more optimism. Pair of top 10 picks in Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, and a team not expected to compete for a playoff spot yet in the AFC East. They are 22-1 to win the division. The Bills, the favorites to win the Super Bowl. Patriots and Dolphins expected to compete for playoff spots. Our Tommy Tran spoke with Robert Saleh ahead of year two.
Joining us now here on CBS Sports HQ, Jets head coach Robert Saleh. Robert, appreciate the time. How do you describe the offseason that you guys have had, right? Draft, free agency, camp so far. I know a lot of Jets fans are really excited about what you guys are doing right now.
You know, it's been a really exciting offseason. We've had the opportunity to add some really cool players, and not just from a talent standpoint, but from a character standpoint, and being very, very focused with regards to bringing in guys who actually love football and everything that comes with it, from rehab to practice to meeting time. And we feel really good about the locker room. We feel really good about the players that we have on the field. Now it's just a matter of bringing this young group together and finding ways to grow.
Talking about that young group, obviously you guys hit the draft. Sauce, Wilson, Johnson, Hall. I know Hall just signing that deal right there. What's the expectation for them? How much are you looking for them to contribute ASAP?
You know, it's really the same expectations we have for everybody. Just show up, do your best every single day. You know, we have this saying in the building that you go to bed better than when you woke up. Find ways to go to bed better than when you woke up. And, you know, the rookies are no different. They're showing up. They've got to acclimate. They've got a lot of things on their plate. And just come out, do your best, see what you can, see where you fit in, and learn the schemes and learn the speed of the game. And you got all preseason, all training camp, and just find ways to get better. And if you can help this year, that'd be awesome.
What more can you tell us about Zach Wilson, of course, your franchise quarterback here coming into year two, the progressions you think from the end of last season as you guys get ready for that new season?
You know, Zach's had a really, really good offseason from just the makeup of his body, adding weight, his grasping of the system is he's much more comfortable in the system. Not that he didn't understand it a year ago or anything. He's just much more comfortable within the system. He's more confident. He understands mistakes that are made before the coaches ever have to get to him. So he's in a really good headspace. He's been really good. He's been traveling all over the country, just getting together with his teammates, throwing the ball, and has done a really, really good job managing all the expectations and all the things that are being put on his shoulders. And so we're really excited about him. We're really excited about the opportunity that he has. And we're really excited to see. Again, it's a young nucleus of skill players, and it's going to be really exciting to watch this team and all these young guys grow together. Yeah,
the cell service for him, depending on where he's at, maybe a little bit spotty there for Zach. Defensively, Robert, year two for you. How do you envision? You know, Carl Lawson's getting healthy again. How do you envision that side of the ball? Obviously, your forte in year two.
Yeah, there's obviously we expect it to be better. You know, we've been able to add some really cool pieces again, both through free agency and the draft. And like I said, the character of the individuals that we've brought in. Obviously, we lost a couple of really good players with Marcus May and Foley, but as a collective group, really excited about the guys that we have. And it's year two. There's going to be a lot more. The language barrier of what we're trying to get done will be down, and on top of it, you know, we've, you know, just in studying the division and studying the opponents that we have at hand and studying our defense and where we need to evolve from, just having the simple nuances, little nuances and changes to our scheme to make it a little bit better. So excited to see this group come together. A lot of new faces, but at the same time, it's a lot of guys that have some recall with the system and getting some guys back from last year. So it's going to be fun. Again, no different than the offense. It's a really, really young group, and it's going to be fun to watch this team grow.
I mentioned getting back Carl. Let me circle back to the O to talk about, you know, Mekhi Becton. What's the latest with Mekhi? Where do you envision when he's healthy, where he's going to be specifically for you in front of Zach?
You know, Mekhi's had he's been really good over the last 40 days. He's been in the building every day. He's been putting in work. He's got no restrictions from my understanding with regards to the knee. His weight's getting down. He looks really good, and we're really excited about the direction that he's headed.
You and Joe Douglas, I know Joe got there before you did, but obviously it's a shared vision of what you guys are trying to do, everything he puts together on his side of the department, and then you have to execute it on the field. What's that dynamic been like with you and Joe?
Joe's fantastic. He really is. He's, one of the biggest things that you have to be able to do as a whether you're a coach, player, GM, it doesn't matter. You've got to be able to check your ego at the door and be able to solicit ideas from anywhere. And, Joe is not afraid to ask for not only advice, but opinions, and just our working relationship, him coming down here to throw some suggestions my way and vice versa. And just the shared philosophy that he and I have with regards to what we're looking for out of our players and what we're trying to accomplish day in and day out. It's been really good. And I think because of it over these last 2 years, you could see a change in the roster with the direction that we're going, and couldn't be happier to be teamed up with Joe. I think he's fantastic.
A couple more before I let you go. I was at the Combine, got a chance to talk to Brandon Staley, the Chargers. You guys were one of 7 first-year head coaches in the league. And I asked him, coming into now year 2, have you learned anything from your rookie year as a head coach? Maybe more delegation, maybe being more efficient in different spots. What are you taking from last year and putting into this year?
The balance of the New York media schedule, a little bit different than out west, but just balancing all the administrative stuff that comes with this job, so that way you can get back to being the coach you were, with regards to football. We all as head coaches get into these seats because of our, 1, football, and 2, obviously we're fortunate to have good players execute the schemes that we envision. But just being able to balance that, the administrative part with regards to scheduling and meeting with all the different departments and all the different hats you've got to wear as a head coach, so you can get back to the film room and study and really help and try to provide some assistance in that regard. So it'll be much easier. Obviously, you're not installing a bunch of systems. It's second year. A lot of things are off to the in the rearview mirror, but at the same time, just being able to manage the schedule a lot better is going to be beneficial.
It's interesting you bring up the New York media. Comes with the New York fans out in Jersey and the city, of course. Correct me if I'm wrong, obviously opening it up fully here for fans. I know the last couple of years because of COVID had to limit that number. So you guys are going to be at camp, got the fans there. How are you feeling about that dynamic?
Are you kidding? Like you can't walk in the Jersey area or even New York. I mean, there is nothing more passionate than a Jets fan. They're hungry like all fans, but they want to win. And I know when we flip this thing, MetLife is if there was a roof at MetLife, it'd blow off the top anyway. They are passionate, they're loud, they're invested. And there's nothing more than what we want as a coaching staff and players to bring a winner back to New York and Florham Park and all that good stuff. And it's going to be fun because these Jets fans are hungry and they wear it on their sleeves, and we can't wait to give it to them. So,
Robert, certainly appreciate it. We know you guys are grinding. Thanks for taking a few minutes joining us here on CBS Sports HQ.
I appreciate you.
Robert Saleh joining us here on the Q. 4-13 last season in his first year with the New York Jets. Taking a look at some of the preseason schedule, of course. Let me add those to what's not on this list. It's going to be pretty tough. First 4 games coming up against the AFC North. And so the gauntlet continues for them, but they do have Philadelphia Eagles, Atlanta Falcons, and then the Giants for the first 3 preseason games before Baltimore on September 11th.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.